First question. You are provided with info relating to the cash budget of Fada Suit and Tie Shop. Refer to info A. Frida is concerned about the collection of debtors. She does not grant discount for early payments. Calculate the percentage of debtors who will settle their account in the second month after the credit transaction. So now if I look here, I see this is the credit sales, right? So, how does A work?
It's just a fraction. You just calculate the percentage.
Oh, it's July. So July is 0, August is 1, September is 2. So you're going to use September, okay? You're going to say 101, 250, divided the total, times 100, and that gives me what? 75%. Okay. Then, what is written off as bad debt at the end of the third month? Okay, so now I know. How will I know what's the bad debt?
You must minus. Isn't it this one?
What are you going to minus? Let me just get to the next page. What will you minus? Because if you look here, we know this is 75%. So let's go look at extract B. They said we must only look at A.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, I feel like you just take the total and then you just minus the remainder stuff.
Okay, can I just say what my problem is? If July is 0, August is 1, September is 2, then it means October is 3. They say what is written off at the end of the third month. But we are still receiving the third month. Okay. You understand why I'm confused?
Terrible prelim.
Does it make sense to you? No, you can't say it's a terrible prelim just because I'm confused. So 29,700 over 135 times 100 gives me what?
22.
22. So 22 and 75 gives me 97. So 3% is bad debt.
See, ma'am, with my
So what he did, so that's the one method, where I then literally say 135 times 3%, and that gives me, anybody? Still today? Didn't you do your homework?
We did, we just didn't do your method. It's 2, it's 4.
40, 50.
Yeah.
Okay, the other method, which apparently you all did, is you took the 135 and you subtracted the 101 to 50 and the 29.7, and then you should also get 40, 50.
And then we got 3%. That's what I did.
Oh,
And I got 3%.
but they didn't ask the percentage.
Was not percentage, isn't
They
it?
just say what is written off as bad debt.
Because it's like a of debtors. And
Oh, calculate the percentage of debtors written
then
off.
you have
Okay, so then you say 40, 50 over 135, and that gives you 3%.
the
Okay. Yes.
And what is those numbers like 29.7 over 135?
It's here. If I look here, this is the credit sales, and this is what I received from it, month 2 and 3. So we only start receiving money the second month after. Okay. So we are actually very lenient on these debtors.
But we don't give them discounts.
Yeah, but still, waiting so long. When will she pay her creditors? If her debtors only starts paying after 2 months, when is she going to pay her creditors? Okay, let's go on. Identify 2 items that were recorded incorrectly in the cash budget. Give 1 reason why they should not be recorded in the cash budget. So So if I look here, discount received is 1.
And depreciation is 3.
Next page, depreciation. So why shouldn't they be recorded?
Do not involve.
They are not cash. That's the only reason. So obviously this is, because it's a grade 12 paper, they use companies. So this is what I'm going to teach you next year. Director's fees is the fee. So a director of a company doesn't earn a salary to be a director. They get a fee. Okay? So that's basically their remuneration for being on the board of directors. And the audit fee is a company by law has to be externally audited once a year. So they need to pay that. That's basically what it is. Okay. Next one. Refer to B2G. Calculate the missing amounts, I2V, 5. Okay, I24, sorry, I24. It sounds like a song, I24. It's a good song, ne? Yeah, I see you are deader than dead. Let's see. So, number 1 is the cash sales for September. So I know sales happen in the month, right? So cash sales, do they give me sales? There. They give me in the projected income statement, they say sales for September is 450, but I only want the cash sales, and they tell me that credit sales is 40%, which means cash sales is 60%. And what does that give me?
270.
Okay. Interest on fixed deposit. So let's quickly look for which month. They want interest on fixed deposit for October. So for October, let's go see the info. Can you see the headings? So 40,000 of the fixed deposit matured 30 September. Interest of 9% is receivable at the end of each month and is not capitalized. So now, in other words, you have one of two ways you can do this. Do you agree with me that if a part of the fixed deposit matures, this interest is going to be less? Okay, so let me show you the one that makes the most sense to me is I will take that 40,000. They say the interest is 9%, and I do it for 1 month. What does that give me? 200, 300. So I will now literally say the 900 from last month will be less with 300, so it gives me 600. Does that make sense? Another method I could have used is I could have said, okay, so the loan, the fixed deposit times 9% for 1 month gives me 900 Rand. And then I solve X. How do I solve X? Is I say 900 times 100 over 9, can you see I'm going to flip it, times 12 over 1, and then I get my fixed deposit is what? 300,000.
No.
Don't just say numbers. So it's 900, 9,000. You sure? Oh my goodness, let's just do it yourself, Miss Kutsia. Times 100 divided 9 times 12 gives me 120,000. 40,000 matured, meaning what is left over is 80,000. If I times that with 9% for 1 month, I will also get 600. Is that right? So you see which one makes the most sense to you. So here we go. Number 3 is payment to creditors in October. So what do they say about purchases? Remember, purchases is all about the cash purchases and the credit purchases. And the credit purchases is your payments to creditors. Not when I buy a vehicle or equipment or packing material on credit. Okay. So when they talk about payments to creditors, it's exclusively trading stock. So now they say all is bought on credit, so it's 100%. Stock is replaced in the month of sales, meaning it's equal to cost of sales. Creditors are paid 2 months after the purchase. So I want October. So October is 2. September is 1. August is 0. So I want to know the purchases in August. So in August, if I go look, do they give me? Yes. They give me cost of sales. But they don't give me for August. Do they give me a markup? Yes. They say it's 50%. I've got sales for August. So I'm going to take August sales. I'm going to calculate the cost of sales, which is 220. Always remember, if the markup is 50%, your profit is 1/3 and the cost price is 2/3. Okay, it's an easy way to get it quick. Okay, so it's 220 because there's no discount.
Was there not a discount?
No.
Subject to a 5% discount.
Where?
Subject to a 5% discount.
Okay, it's subject to 5%, so I times it again with 95 over 100, and that gives me
209.
Okay. I'm so sorry for missing that, but luckily we are a team. Yo, I wish we were a team in the exam. Ne? Imagine.
Unfortunately, man, there is no team in exam, but there is me.
There's no team in exam. Okay, let's go. Number 5 is now missing. Let me just find. I just did this. Okay, so number 5 is the director's fee for October. Why do I write this for myself? That I don't get confused, ne? Okay. So what do they say about the director's fee? They say the business had 3 directors earning the same monthly fee. On 30 September, one of the directors resigned and a new one was appointed the 1st of October. Okay. The 2 remaining directors will receive an increase of 15%, while the new one will not be considered for the increase. So now if I look here, I know that 216 is for 3 people. Okay? And so it means how much is that?
72.
72,000. So, person 1, the new guy will still get 72. Okay? But the other guys is going to get how much increase?
15%.
Wow. Is that a good increase?
Yes.
It's a brilliant increase because it's way more than inflation. So how much is that?
165.
165.
And then 600.
Did you already times it with 2?
Yes.
Can I please have the single one?
Oh, we didn't do it.
Okay.
82,800.
82,800. And I need to know that is for 2 people, ne? Sharp. What you guys did is before you said that, you said this is times 2. And then you said 115 over 100, and then you got 163,600. Okay. There's nothing wrong.
And then we total.
And then you total and you get 2.
3.
Okay. Nothing wrong with the way you think as long as you get 237,600. Okay.
I think it's the blood man here. He's moving
Okay. Let's go on. We've done 213. Now we have to do 2.2.2,
The problem is we don't know where
which I don't see.
there's no information.
Why did I do that?
You don't know.
So let's see. Marika implemented a new payment. Let's just go with this. Marika implemented a new payment method for the business, for the salespeople. So what's the only way people can be paid? Salespeople is either a wage or a salary that's fixed, or commission, or a combination. So now, but I didn't give you the information, so I can't ask you that. Okay, I see.
That's the problem.
I see. It is what? Prelim list. I know you don't have it in front of you. That's why I'm showing it to you. So Marika has a new method, ne? So look at that. Can you see? She budgeted a salary. But in the end, can you see she didn't pay that full salary? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But can you see she gave commission? Okay? So, what is the way that she's paying them? And are they asking me to, are they asking me to give figures? Yes. So, why is there business and salespeople?
It says how does it benefit both the business and the salespeople? Code figures.
Oh, okay.
Feeling.
Let's look. How does it benefit the business? Well, I think it would be that.
On the total sales.
Does it make sense if I say it would be that?
Yeah.
People eating lunch instead of listening.
Come on.
Okay. Can you see this budgeted, the actual sales? And I want you to write it in because I'll copy this for you. The actual sales of 816,000 is more than budgeted 510. Because why do you think our sales is now so much better?
Yeah, encouraged.
Why would they? Why would it improve my sales if I suddenly don't pay a big salary anymore, but they work on commission basis?
Because now they want to work for their money.
Yes, because now the more I sell, the more I get. So it's an incentive for people to work harder. You see, because if everybody gets the same amount of money every month, I'm going to think, well, if I do all the work and he does nothing, he's still getting the same as me. So why should I do all the work? Ne? And the guy who does nothing is going to think, that other guy's going to do the work anyway. And we get the same. But the moment it becomes commission-based, I now know, if I really put in effort, I can really make a high salary. Whereas the guy who never did anything would know, oh, what's happening now? If I don't work, I don't get paid. You see?
Why do you do something from it?
Because you're not working. Okay, let's go on. I'm just saying. Okay. What is good for the workers? Now, what I want to see here is, did they really score? And if I look here, they definitely did. Because, can you see, we budgeted to pay them 80,000. And in the end, we paid them, what is that? 117. Ne? So you can say, the actual 117, which is sales, salary and commission paid to workers, is more than 80,000 salary budgeted. Does that make sense? Let's go on. Next one, they ask, identify 2 strategies Marika used to improve sales targets for September, excluding the payment of salesperson. So you can't now say, oh, the commission. Okay? So what else can you see here? Now let's look. I see there advertising, so that's a strategy. If it suits, we all want.
Yeah, we all want.
Let's go on.
Delivery expenses.
So if I look here at the advertising, can you see we spent 18,000 more on advertising? Okay? Delivery. Can you see I started to deliver? You know, that was the one thing in COVID that saved a lot of shops. Ne? That's where 60 were born.
Uber Eats.
So we are delivering.
And also, we're also delivering more package fees.
So now what are we going to say? First of all, we will say we started the business started a delivery service, and they want figures. Can you see? So you're going to say actual 18,000. It was 18 or 23. 23,000 more than budgeted. Okay? Advertised more. How much was that? 18,000. More than budgeted. You see? So she actually did quite a lot of things. It's not just the commission that made people buy more from or sell more, whatever. Okay. Next one. Next one. Oh, it's quite a lot of writing next.
Paper too.
So let's do, I keep doing the wrong one. Sorry. Okay, now, number 3. Despite the overspending on packing material, Marika is not concerned. Explain the reason by quoting percentages. Now remember what I said. If you want to look if something was controlled well, you need to link it and work out a percentage. So I'm going to link packing material to what?
Deliveries, I think.
No, to my sales, right? So my budgeted one is going to be 29,532 over 510. My actual one is going to be 36,915 over 816. Or what else can I do? What is the alternative that I can do? Instead of doing the budgeted and the actual and then comparing. Do you think it will work if we do the variance? Let's see, if I take the variance over the variance of sales. No, it's not going to work because I need to compare it to something. Sorry there, I made you excited for less work and then I took the excitement away. I'm sorry. So let's do this. What do I get the budgeted percentage?
Make sure I type the right things. 2925.
5.8. So, budgeted packing material to be 5.8% of sales. But it was actually how much?
4,5.
Lower at 4.5. Happiness. So can you see, even though I spend more physically on packing material, as a percentage of the sales, it was less. next one. So the next one, they say, comment on the control over the maintenance of equipment for September. No figures required. So if I look at maintenance, can you see I spent less? Ne? So the actual spending of 2.5 is less than budgeted 4,000. Is this good or bad? Is this a good thing to underspend?
No.
Be careful. Not to be stingy on maintenance, or to use low quality maintenance, or to save money that can later turn into spending lots more. I don't know how to put it nicely. Is there anybody who's got a nice sentence that we can learn?
Cheap now is expensive in the future.
Cheap out on maintenance. Just call an
We have to sound academic.
There won't be something like that in the test.
Be careful not to save on maintenance. Be careful not to save on maintenance that will later cost you more.
Don't feel like Eskom.
But Eskom is intentional.
Not just
sabotage.
Eskom, the roads, the...
But that's all intentional sabotage.
Why?
Because you know that what you're doing is going to...
Okay, next one. Let's go look. Next one. The actual amount spent on packing material.
It's almost time for break.
Okay.
Let us please settle down so that we can do the announcements before break.
Should I go outside?
I'll do that one too.